impromptu video. Wanted to show you guys a recent acquisition. This is something that I've had on my radar for many years. The OG, original Marshall Guv'nor with the crazy knobs in the back. You can see how that strange orientation. There's also a loop on board. See the bottom? All those screws will tear the heck out of your hardwood. I used to run the Drive Master from this series of pedals that came out in, I believe, 1990 or so. This is a UK made one. I believe they made them in Korea afterwards, and then they came out with the smaller box series, which they don't sound the same. And then there's the brand new reissues, which I haven't touched, but I do have experience with the Drive Master, which I was getting great tones with that way back when. And this is one that I just picked up now, so I wanted to show you what it does. It's considered an amp in a box. It's also the Gary Moore secret weapon, which whatever that means. The controls on it are just your standard kind of amp controls. There's a volume level, treble, middle, bass, and a gain or drive level, input output, and then that weird loop, which I'm not going to mess with the loop. I wanted to show you what it sounds like with this Heritage H150, which is kind of their Les Paul, through a couple of 4x10 tube amplifiers, 1962 Fender Concert. This is a Bill Rash built Tweed Bassman clone, and then I'm going to show you what this thing does to just clean amps, and then I'll show you what it does to kind of a gained out sound already. Right now I'm using a Vemoram Jan Ray as kind of my gained out, like an amp on the edge sort of sound. And then there's some delay and reverb up here, just to add a little bit extra. But here's my clean. Turn the delay off. And here's that gain, Jan Ray. So yeah, here is my clean, and now I'm going to add the Guv'nor. Show you what it sounds like. Clean, Jan Ray. I'm actually going to move to the neck pickup. can see, or I should say hear and see, it has the ability to just make everything more. Yeah, I wanted to show you kind of the way that this pedal sounds on its own through Clean Amp, and just show you some of the EQ interaction. It's like your classic early 90s sort of preamps. They all tend to have a very weird interaction when it comes to the way the preamp works. But yeah, let's check it out. I'm just gonna level everything out to you know what I'll do is I'll actually go down to 0 on the EQ controls, and I'll do 12 o'clock on the gain and the level. A little more level. So now I'm going to add in some bass. That's max. Minimum. Halfway. I like it around here. I'm going to start adding some mids in. Minimum. Maximum. It's kind of a weird shelf where they have the mids, but I find right around here, I kind of like them right around here. Treble. Listen, if I go to 0 and everything, I'll just isolate the treble. Isolate just the middle. Isolate the bass. So as you can see, it kind of they definitely react differently than most tone controls. Okay, I'll bring them. This is kind of where I like it. There you have it. Les Paul, Guv'nor, me, amps, and lore. Thank you. See you later.